our second one of what would they think, or whatever. Worst titles impending. But yeah, the next one is pretty much current cartoon of today meeting a classic cartoon of the 80s. And as you can see from that title, yeah, what would Finn and Jake think of He-Man? And, He-Man and, of course, the rest of the Masters of the Universe. I could see this definitely like Finn and Jake going to ending up through through like a spell or a some kind of machine that Princess Bubblegum uses and accidentally brings them to the world of Eternia. And I could see them definitely like Finn and Jake when they first encounter like monsters or something and then run into He-Man. They would just be like Finn would instantly have her hero worship. I mean, he would definitely watch him and Jake would watch He-Man in action, and him and He-Man of course in Battle Cat in action, and just be like in just utter awe of He-Man's power, as well as the rest of the Masters of the Universe. And I think when He-Man first encounters Finn and Jake, he would be like, "What creatures are you? What you are unfamiliar to me." And I don't. Again, this wouldn't be a fight. This would be more like He-Man would obviously be perplexed of seeing a human wearing weird clothes and a magical dog that can stretch all over the place. So I think He-Man would be a bit taken aback by it, and then Finn would just be like, "God, man, you're mathematical. What tone of voice do you speak of, human?" And I think it'd be interesting to see Finn like in a universe where there are other humans other than just him, where he just tells him, "I'm the last human. I'm the last human in my world. I didn't know there were other humans in the universes. You are He-Man would be interested. Like I think He-Man would be interested. Like you're the last of your kind in your world. Oh, it'd be so great to see like Finn and Jake just talking to He-Man, and He-Man very curious about the world they come from, but also just kind of weirded out by it. He-Man would, honest to God, would be weirded out by if Finn and Jake ever took him to the land of Ooh. God, it'd be hilarious of just seeing him walk around and Jake making all these jokes. Is like, he doesn't wear pants. He walks around with he just walks around in a fur in a giant loincloth. And He-Man is just like, "I've never had the need for armor other than this what does he call it? This harness. I've had no need of armor." Oh, that would be great of just watching him encounter. Oh man, it'd be great to see like He-Man encountering people like the Lich or the Ice King, and I could just see like the Ice King pretty much trying to capture Princess Bubblegum again, and He-Man just busting in. He was like, "Put down the princess." Okay. And the Ice King just leaves. He just knows he doesn't want to get punched. He doesn't want to get punched by this guy. I'd even love to see like He-Man encountering Marceline. I'd love to see the interaction between them as well. I think He-Man would try to attack Marceline, thinking she's some kind of villain, and to which Finn and Jake would have to convince him, no, she's on our side. She was bad, but now she's good. It's cool, dude. But getting back to like Finn and Jake in the world of Eternia, that would be so much fun for them. They would just try to go on so many adventures and just hang out with He-Man, who I don't think he'd be annoyed by Finn and Jake. I think he would be, He-Man's all about, good and do the right thing and stuff like that. So I think he would he would admire Finn and Jake's, heroic attitude. He would definitely admire their heroic spirit and just be, pleased to talk about the world of Eternia and explain stuff to them. And if he goes to the land of Ooh, they just do the same thing for him. And I think it would just be interesting to see like He-Man again trying to understand Finn and Jake's lingo, like, "Oh, that's banana nanners," or mathematical or stuff like that. And He-Man just completely confused by it. Other things, like I'd love to see He-Man Finn and Jake encounter in the world of Eternia. I would love to see them try to take on like Skeletor or Beastman or Merman or Evelyn or, like I said, Skeletor or even Hordak. I'd love to see them try to take on these guys and be like, "These guys beat out the Ice King and the Lich by a mile. let's get them, and just trying to attack them, and He-Man is like, no, wait, they're too powerful for you. And I think it would be, again, like, them fighting alongside He-Man would be like a great honor to Finn and Jake. It would also be great to see, like, Jake try to talk to Battle Cat, and Battle Cat just doesn't say anything to him. It's like, oh, you're not you're magic, but you're not, like, talking magic. Oh, I get it. Oh, that'd be great. And I think it'd be so hilarious to see, like, if Finn and Jake introducing He-Man to Lady Rainicorn and be like, this is my girlfriend Lady. This rainbow unicorn creature is your mate. And Jake's like, yeah, what's wrong? We had kids together. And like the look on He-Man's face would just be like, it makes no sense to me. A magic dog and a rainbow unicorn. Another thing, like other things I'd like to see happen is like Orko. I'd love to see Finn and Jake talk to Orko. That would be so hilarious of seeing them. You know, yo man, you're a cool you're an okay wizard. But we've got wizard at home that could totally smoke you. No offense though. And poor Orko's like, oh, Orko. I'm a terrible wizard, Orko. Oh man, that poor Orko. But among other things, like I could only imagine what Finn and Jake would think of the other Masters of the Universe, like Tila and Mechanic, Stratos, Man-Ram, Man-at-Arms, stuff like that. I'd really love to see them, try to, interact with the other Masters of the Universe. I'd love to see them like, oh my god, there's other great heroes in this universe too. Let's just try to... And of course, them asking like a bunch of questions to all the other great heroes in the He-Man universe. I'd love to see that happen. And I would even, again, like in He-Man coming to the land of Ooh, and just be like, just fascinated, and again confused by all the weird and strange things in his world, in Finn and Jake's world. I'd even love to see Finn try to use the sword of Grayskull. I'd love to see him like try to harness the power of the Sword of Grayskull, and even like Finn, He-Man inspecting Finn's sword. I'd even love to see that, like He-Man checking out his sword. He's like, "This is a fine blade, boy. You're going to make a great hero someday." So yeah, just among other things, that would be just a few things I'd love to see. That's just pretty much what I think would happen. These guys, I think like I said, Finn and Jake would totally admire. Would just totally look up to He-Man. He pretty much embodies what they see in a hero. Big, rugged, always does the right thing, and he looks up for the little guy no matter what. That's what pretty much He-Man is, and like I said, I could totally see Finn and Jake looking up to him, and of course, like I said, He-Man admiring Finn and Jake's enthusiasm. So, yeah, that would be great. I think this would be a fun little story, more or less, but... Yeah, guys, what do you guys think of... What would you think would happen if Finn and Jake met He-Man? What do you think would happen? What would the two biggest heroes in the land of Ooh, what do you think they would talk about with He-Man? Or what would it be like if He-Man encountered the land of Ooh, or Finn and Jake coming to the land of Eternia? Stuff like that. God, I can only... Oh, God, I just thought of something, by the way. He-Man encountering Lumpy Space Princess. Oh man, boy, I feel bad for Prince Adam. Oh, that is going to be a bad day for him. Oh, I know you want my lumps, He-Man. I know you want these lumps. I'll show you the power of Grayskull. Get this creature away from me. Like I said, poor He-Man. But yeah, that's just a few things that, again, I'd really like to see in this universe happen. Because, again, you could look at, like, the world of Eternia and Ooh they're both worlds full of science and magic, and they've got great heroes protecting them. I mean, granted, they work under different ways, but still, same difference. So, yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as well as the previous video, and, yeah, you guys tell me, what would Finn and Jake think of He-Man? Later.